Do something good for yourself. Give your home a new look. At Kazine's Furniture in Evanston, their friendly staff will help you make your home a peaceful and beautiful place to be. Comfortable furniture, appliances, artwork, lighting, and accessories work together to create an enjoyable and inviting atmosphere in your home. Make your living and sleeping space a wonderful place to be with brands like Serta, Ashley, GE, and more. Visit Kazine's Furniture, 941 Front Street, Evanston.
At the Best Western Dunmar Inn, Evanston, we understand that breakfast matters. That's why every room reservation includes a full complimentary breakfast. Delicious, quality food prepared and served by an amazing staff. Start your day the right way with breakfast at the Legal Tender Restaurant inside the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Quality, delicious food and excellent service every time, because breakfast matters.
Farming requires working with the right equipment. At Covelo Auto Farm Service, you will find the right size tractor, tractor accessories, cattle chutes, and calf corrals for all your farming needs. Covelo's has all your auto needs as well. From fluids to belts to protection for your hands, they've got you covered. Covelo's also offers a service center for your truck and tractors in one convenient location. Covelo's is your one-stop farm and auto shop. Stop in and see them today at 80 Reese Road. Covelo's Auto Farm Service.
The tires you drive on matter. Tire quality and condition affect overall safety and how your vehicle performs. Having the right air pressure in your tires even affects gas mileage. Don't trust your tires to just anybody. Choose Freeway Tire to handle all your vehicle maintenance, including regular tire checks and rotation. When it comes to your vehicle, choose the team that really knows tires. Freeway Tire in Evanston. Stop in today.
With 25 years of successful industry experience, Mountain West Business Solutions looks forward to providing all of our customers with exceptional service, industry-leading technology, and a one-of-a-kind buying experience. Having your office equipped with the right technology makes all the difference in the world. With a lower cost per print, we will supply you with the right technology for the best price. Great people, great products, and great service. Mountain West Business Solutions.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
Explore Logan, Utah. We've got so much awesomeness, I don't know where to begin. Your hotel is only 10 minutes from the gorgeous National Forest for hiking and biking, birdwatching, and wildflower spying. Logan is Utah's heart of the arts, with more than 253 live professional performances this summer and free concerts every weekday. Catch the Garters Market and tons of festivals and fun. Head to Logan. You won't break the bank on less than a tank. ExploreLogan.com.
At Y-Hi, we are with you is more than just 3 simple words. It encompasses the principles we live by to serve our members and local communities. So if you're looking to keep your banking relationships local with a partner who will always be there for you, look to us. We're Y-Hi. We're Wyoming. We're with you. Visit yhi.org to learn how you can be a part of something bigger today.
Ready is committed to providing superior services to our customers by requiring individual accountability for excellence in quality, safety, and dependability. We are a growing company that is currently hiring across Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, and elsewhere. Our valued team members receive competitive wages, full benefits, and weekly pay. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
When participating in sports, there's always a lot to talk about performing at the top of your game. I'd like to expand on that and ask, how about performing at the top of your game in every part of your life? This is Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic. I offer solutions to help improve all aspects of your game called life. Pain management, migraines, allergies, emotional release, nutritional supplements based on blood tests, and improved athletic performance. To help you perform at the top of your game every day, call today to schedule an appointment in Evanston or in Kemmer. Hoover Chiropractic, 307-789-0043.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Book your next event at Aspen Cinemas. Make it your own with corporate or family parties, birthdays, video game nights, or personal screenings of new movies. They're all available. With affordable pricing and easy booking, you can make your next event stand out at Aspen Cinemas. Aspen Cinemas, 307-316-7846. Book your event today at Aspen Cinemas, 307-316-7846.
At the Best Western Dunmar Inn, Evanston, we understand that breakfast matters. That's why every room reservation includes a full complimentary breakfast. Delicious, quality food prepared and served by an amazing staff. Start your day the right way with breakfast at the Legal Tender Restaurant inside the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Quality, delicious food and excellent service every time, because breakfast matters.
And welcome in, everybody, as it's time for the championship game for the gold bracket, as Dan Hubbard and Jace Andrews with you here this evening from Halliwell Field here in Pocatello. And it's the final game of the tournament and our 36th broadcast of the weekend, and we're glad to have you along with us. As it is the Twin Falls Bruins on the field. They are the home team today, as they will be taking on the Hillcrest Knights, who will be at the bat, and they will be the visiting team here this evening. Let's give you some starting lineups here, brought to you by Heritage Auto in Franklin. Hillcrest, who only has provided us only with last names throughout the entire tournament, so they'll line up this way. It'll be Lawrence leading off, and he will be at third base. Croft will be at second. Osterman will hit third. He'll be the shortstop. Nichols hits in the 4 spot. He's the catcher. Wadley's the designated hitter. He will hit 5th. Smith hits 6th. He's over in right field. McCaslin is the pitcher today. He'll hit in the 6th spot. Batting 7th is the first baseman, Melbourne. Croft will hit 8th, and he will be in left field. And Kovac is the center fielder, and he will hit 9th. As the Knights come to the plate, as we'll give you the lineup for Twin Falls when they come up in the bottom half of the inning. So we're ready to play baseball.
It's a windy day for a championship.
Yes, it is. That's a bit of an understatement, I do believe, as well. As here is Lawrence, and takes the first pitch inside, ball 1 ball and no strikes. 6:07 the first pitch. Not that there's no time limit involved, but just by matter of practice.
It's baseball. You got to have a first pitch time.
That's absolutely. As the 1 ball and 1 strike. Here in the top of the first inning against Lawrence, as the next pitch hit foul at home plate, and it's a 1-2.
Funny enough, both of these teams played on night 1 of the tournament on Tuesday night, and they're both here in the last game of the tournament.
Dylan Herrera is on the mound today for the for Twin Falls as he gets the start here this evening. A ball and 2 strikes to the leadoff man, Lawrence, leading off here in the first inning. Here's the 1-2. Half swing does not go. The count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, the Bruins got a tremendous pitching performance earlier with a 13 strikeout game to get to here.
Yeah, that would be truly a big performance indeed as they qualified to get here. As Hillcrest also was a winner earlier today as well, as the pitch to Lawrence is swung on and missed. And after a 13 strikeout performance earlier, how else would you start this game? So Herrera picks up the strikeout. That's 1 out. And now here is the second baseman, Croft.
Yeah, it was Ransom who had those 13 strikeouts. Oh, that was a balk, yeah. Yeah, ball. His cleat got stuck on the turf as he was going forward, so they're going to give a ball there because he was already in his motion.
It's technically no pitch, but whatever he wants to call, I guess. As the windup, here's the 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1 ball and 1 strike. They've been working on and off on the pitcher's mound because it's made of synthetic turf and is getting kind of shredded up. And he got his feet stuck and stumbled and didn't deliver the pitch. As a breaking ball bounces up there, and it's 2 balls and a strike here on Croft.
And that's why, listen, I love this place. This is a great park, but you need to have a dirt mound wherever it is.
Here comes the 2-1 on the way. It's a fastball. It is over for a strike, and it's 2-2 as we welcome you into the Union broadcast booth here on this Saturday evening. Glad to have you along with us for the championship game and the final game of the tournament. It was Malad who won the silver bracket as they got some really nice trinkets to win the tournament. Ground ball to third. Hughes has it on a couple of bounces, throws across in time for the out.
Good play over there with third.
For the first time this year, the tournament is giving away rings to the bracket winners. Pretty good sized ring with the tournament logo on it, engraved. Very nice rings. In the past, they give away certificates and T-shirts, so that's a big step up.
Yeah, rings are a huge thing in all of the tournaments that I've been to.
A little breaking pitch here to Osterman, misses outside the low, ball 1 ball and no strikes.
My little brother is these kids' age, and he has a box of rings at this point because of how many tournaments he's played in.
Well, this isn't a participation ring. This is a winner's ring.
Well, correct.
As a pitch hit foul back toward the parking lot, it's a ball and a strike.
Wasn't trying to be too forward, but he's
no,
won a lot of
them.
That's what I was saying.
This ring is so nice. It's bigger than the ring that I got for working for a Cal League championship, an A-League championship back in 93. As the pitch hit into the center field. Coming up is the center fielder, Park. He's there. And Hillcrest has gone in order, 1-2-3 here in the top of the first inning. We're done with the half inning. We'll go to the bottom of the first as the Twin Falls Bruins will come to bat after a half inning. It's Hillcrest nothing, Twin Falls coming up on the My Local Radio Sports Network and on mylocalradio.com.
Distracted driving is dangerous, but some people just can't seem to help themselves. There's the steering wheel propper, the sneak-a-peeker, the fast scroller, the nightlighter. And it's not long until they become the fender benderer, the got-a-ticketer, the veering off the road, the driver who kills someone. Enough with the phones already. Just put them down.
At Reese Auto Service in Lyman, you will find highly skilled mechanics who will get the job done right the first time. They work on anything from light line jobs of tire alignments, suspension work, and oil changes to heavy line jobs of engine replacement, differentials, and all powertrain components. Make sure all your recreational vehicles are working at top speed by getting them checked at Reese Auto Service in Lyman so your time having fun doesn't end early. Reese Auto Service, 541 State Highway 413, Lyman.
Hillcrest goes in order in the top of the first inning. As we go to the bottom of the first, let's give you the Twin Falls lineup as they come up for the first time. Brought to you by Heritage Auto of Evanston. It'll be Isaac Hansen to lead off. He's the shortstop. Taylor hits second. He's in left field. Branson Shodes is the catcher. He'll hit third. Dylan Herrera, the pitcher, bats in the 4 spot. Isaac Jensen hits fifth. He's over in right field today. Mason Parks is center fielder. He'll hit sixth. Ethan Smith is the first baseman. He will hit in the 7 spot. Liam Leach is the second baseman, batting 8th. And then Ramsey Hughes, I believe is the name. He hits in the 9 spot, and he'll play over at third base.
I believe it. They call him Mikey Hughes, I think is his.
So McCaslin on the mound, getting the start here. As McCaslin pitched a pretty good game the other night that we saw.
Yeah, he pitched great.
And here is Isaac Hansen to lead off for Twin Falls as we go here to the bottom of inning number 1. He'll work out of the stretch even though there's nobody on, which is kind of the invoked thing these days. And the first pitch over for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, it was funny. We saw the Knights in the previous game in the gold bracket, and they had a pitcher, Shaw, who worked better from the stretch for the most part. So maybe that's just the way they like to go.
Here's the 0-1. Swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. Well, what it does is it keeps your mechanics more simple because you don't have to change back between wind-up and working out of the stretch. So the simplicity with familiarity, I guess, is what you could define it as. McCaslin comes home with the 0-2. Little breaking pitch, swung on and missed. They tag him at home plate, and Isaac Hansen is out on strikes. Strikeout, 2 unassisted for the first out.
Now with Taylor here, you got to be careful because he is a bunt king. He has been doing that all week long, and would not be surprised to try and see him sneak a bunt to get on base in front of Schwedez, who, as of right now, I don't know if this is an award or not, but he's the tournament MVP.
So Taylor will hit from the left side as McCaslin ready and comes home. The first pitch is a full swing, chops it down toward the mound. McCaslin has it on the backhand, will throw to first in time for the out. So 1-3 for the second out. And that'll bring up Bryson Shodes, the catcher. Shodes may be the biggest and strongest guy in the tournament. Watching him play here last night, he had several at-bats where he absolutely crushed balls. They stayed in the ballpark, and he maybe got as far as second base. The problem is he has a bit of a bad wheel. He's got a bad foot that limits how much he can run as he takes the first pitch up high, ball 1.
Yeah, we saw that earlier today, too. Had a ball in the right center field gap. Could have made it to third, but just kind of slowed up at second.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. As that is going to be over for a strike. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Outfield straightaway and deep. And when we say deep, it's considerably deeper than what it has been. Again, for guys in this wood bat tournament, as the pitch swung on, missed, and it's 1-2. All 3 outfielders, especially the left fielder, are playing probably between 70 and 100 feet deeper than they had been the rest of the tournament.
Probably the right guy to do so against.
The 1-2. Popped up, first base side, could be playable. Here comes the first baseman, Melbourne, stumbles at looking up into the air and cannot make the catch.
That was a great effort. It just kind of tipped off the very edge of his glove, and he laid out for it. He was there, but unfortunately just wasn't able to squeeze them in.
So it's a foul ball, no harm done, and it stays at 1 ball and 2 strikes. McCaslin ready again. Looking in to get the sign from his catcher, Nichols. Now, ready, here comes the 1-2. That's going to be sprayed to right field. Up comes the right fielder, and Smith can't get it. It's over his head, and it's going to roll all the way to the base of the wall. Now let's see how that wheel does, as he's going to pull up, and he'll settle for a double with 2 outs.
That's his 8th double that I've seen. I'm sure he may have more in the game that I missed.
Yeah, he has been an extra base hit machine in this tournament. And because he is the catcher, he'll get a courtesy runner so he can come back to the bag, rest that foot, and put the gear on to get back ready to go back out and catch in the next half inning. So the man at second and 2 outs, that'll bring up the pitcher, Dylan Herrera.
The guy at second base, Chapa, seen him be the courtesy runner pretty much the entire time he's not in the lineup.
So here's the first pitch to Herrera, misses outside, ball 1. Herrera will hit from the right side here this evening. Outfield still fairly deep. Maybe a little bit too deep now for someone other than Shodas, as a breaking pitch misses down low. Ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. Ground ball hit up the middle. There's the shortstop, Osterman, to have it there. He'll play it across in time for the out. Despite the double by Shodas, they leave runner on base. No runs in the inning, and we are done with an inning. We'll go to the second, scoreless, here on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the Wood Bat Tournament here in Idaho. As we'll come back, we'll have more for you here on the My Local Radio Sports Network and on mylocalradio.com.
Out here, we've always worked remote. Out here, stress usually refers to the pull on a rope. Where a stroll in the city is also a stroll in the great outdoors. Where work is a way of life, and life is good. Out here, the backyards are big, and the deals, they're even bigger. This is Southwestern Wyoming, and it's where you can get the biggest deals on a vehicle you want with plenty of hometown hospitality. Heritage Auto, your hometown dealer with the biggest deals.
Friends don't let friends drink bad coffee. Come visit For Pete's Sake for fresh-made coffee, an amazing menu of home-cooked meals, and great company. Visit For Pete's Sake on the corner of 9th and Main, downtown Evanston.
So Pocatello now comes to the plate, back up here as they go to the second inning, no score. Only 1 hit in the game. That belonged to Twin Falls. So as we go here to the second, it'll be Nichols, Bodley, and Smith due up here for the Hillcrest Knights. Herrera stands both feet on the rubber, peeks over the top of the glove, rocks and comes home. And it is up high, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes.
Yeah, a really good top of the first, so we'll see how he backs it up here in the second.
Hillcrest, who went 2-1 in the pool play, and obviously they got here to the championship game, so they are 2-0 since then. So they sit 4-1 overall on the tournament. For Twin Falls, they also were 2-1 in pool play, and then 2-0 in elimination bracket play. So they also are 4-1 in the tournament thus far as they meet here in the championship game here tonight. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Little breaking ball stays up and in. Ball 2, 2 balls and a strike. Herrera ready again. And the 2-1 pitch coming up here. That misses outside with a fastball to Nichols, and it's 3-1.
Kind of interesting here. You see this center fielder shading just slightly to the second base side. And that left fielder is not exactly too far off the line. There's a huge gap in left center field for a right-handed hitting batter, too.
The 3-1 pitch popped up. That'll go foul over the top of the first base stands and hit out toward the parking lot. And the count now full, 3-2. Yeah, you're right. There is a lot of room out there.
When he smokes the ball over the head of the shortstop, he's running for days.
And just a fly ball to left field, the way the wind's going to push it over into the gap, that makes it even more likely where it's going to find ground out there someplace. But the 3-2 pitch is up and in, ball 4. And Hillcrest has their first base runner here of the championship game. First walk for Herrera. And now here is the designated hitter, Bodley. As we'll get a courtesy runner for Nichols, as he also will head back to the dugout, and he'll put the gear back on and get ready to catch the next half inning when Hillcrest goes back out onto the field.
Yeah,
so go ahead.
They're still shading to that second base side even more now for, again, a right-handed hitting batter.
Also, the third baseman Hughes playing well off the line as the first pitch swung on and missed.
Well, and if you compare the right fielder and the left fielder is probably 30 feet away from the foul line. Right fielder's probably maybe 35. They're playing closer to the line, so there is big gaps. Now they got to get it there, but they're there.
The courtesy runner, the kind of a one-way lead over there. They're leaning the wrong way, and they got him.
It's a good move.
He was breaking to second base on the break to spin and throw the pickoff play. And he was leaning the wrong way, and he is out.
Which is funny because he was leaning the entire time toward first base. And right as the pickoff move started is when he shifted his weight, which is why it was the perfect time because he had nothing to push off of. He just kind of almost fell back to first more than anything.
All the time it stands 0-1 on Bodley. The breaking pitch is over for a strike, and it's 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch on the way. It's lifted off the first base line again. That also will go foul. And it stays at no balls and 2 strikes. Infield back. And the 0-2. Breaking pitch. Again sprayed foul off of the first base side and well out of play.
That was a, oh shoot, I got to swing, that could be close. That was a breaking ball that really broke late, and he just couldn't tell if it was going to be a strike or not, so he flung the bat out there and was able to just stay alive.
You know, the kids go running for the ball, and you realize we've been here since Tuesday night, and I just found out during the last game, during the Silver Championship game, that the kids run out and get those foul balls, they bring them back, and they get a free popsicle.
Oh. What
a racket. As that pitch is up high, 1-2.
Shoot, I'd have been leaving the broadcast. I'd have been going and getting popsicles all day. Forget that. I'd press the strike button, run, go get it, and come back.
Yeah, I had walked outside my car to get my bag to get ready for this broadcast. And a foul ball comes rolling right at me, and a kid about runs me over. Can I have the ball? Can I have the ball? And sure, I'm an older gentleman. I don't need a baseball. Count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Then come to find out, the lady working in the snack stand says, "What's the matter? You don't want a free popsicle for turning the ball?" As the 2-2 pitch is hit foul, the count stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Okay, well in that case, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get that ball. I know where it was.
If we're here next year, I am not giving up a single foul ball. 2-2, the count on Bodley. 1 out here at the top of inning number 2. Herrera ready, the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, dropped by the catcher as they'll have to pick it up and they'll throw it to first base, which they do, as Shodes makes a nice block on it, but he keeps it in front of him and records the out at first base. So there's 2 outs in the inning as Bodley's out on strikes, 2-3 on the putout. So 2 outs. Now the number 9 hitter, or I should say the right fielder, is Smith. I'm getting tired a little bit. My voice is cracking. It's a little characteristically. Smith drives one to center, and that is over Park's head, and that's going to roll out all the way to the wall. As Smith to second, he'll keep rolling to third, and he will be in there standing.
Ooh.
As the center fielder Park broke the wrong way, and the ball just took off, went over his head.
Yeah, he took a first step forward and couldn't really tell where it was going, and that first step cost him as he had to kind of start going straight back, and the jump just didn't get him up enough. And now you got 2 outs, but there's a runner 90 feet away from giving the Knights a 1-0 lead here early.
So with a runner at third, so here is Melbourne at the plate.
Oh, it's crushed over our heads.
Which would be different from what we were given on the lineup card. So we'll have to figure out if they're
batting out of order?
This is batting out of order, or if they changed the lineup card and didn't tell anybody, as it's going to be driven down the line, and that's going to go well out of play.
Well, no one's saying anything.
So Bodley's struck out.
That's 23 of
That's Smith standing at third base, who tripled. This should be McCaslin's spot, the pitcher. And I think that's being said now. It is yeah.
He's up next, so I think they may have switched it and didn't decide to not tell anybody.
McCaslin walks out on deck. Either way, it's going to be a strikeout as Melbourne goes down on strikes, and he will be in that part of the order from now on. Either way, it's the third out as he goes out, and we're done here at the top of inning number 2. No runs, no hit, 1 hit, and 1 man left. As we are done with an inning and a half, we'll go to the bottom of the second on this Bank of Wyoming presentation of the Wood Bat Tournament from here in Pocatello. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network and on MyLocalRadio.com.
Great signage is an important component to any successful business. It lets your customers know they have arrived at your doors, and it's a constant advertisement of who you are. When you install LED signage, you're taking it one step further. The ability to create color messages that move is an attention grabber. Plus, you can change the message whenever you would like. Make your business stand out with an LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign, providing service, installation, and maintenance on all signage. Rocky Mountain Sign, licensed in Wyoming and Utah. Call today for a quote, 307-789-5202.
It's lunchtime, and I'm stuck at the office.
Jackalope. The big game is on. I can't miss it just to pick up groceries.
Jackalope.
Mom, I need supplies for my school project.
Jackalope.
Doing the hopping for your shopping. Jackalope Delivery. 307-679-7174.
Jackalope.
Bottom of the second inning, no score in the game. Dan Hubbard with you here from Pocatello. The final game of the tournament, the Gold Bracket Championship game. Jace Andrews with me as well here this evening. As we go to the bottom of the second inning, it'll be Isaac Jensen, followed by Mason Park, and then Ethan Smith, I should say, here in the bottom of the second inning. Isaac Jensen, the right fielder, takes the first pitch from McCaslin over for a strike, and it's 0-1. McCaslin ready again. Here comes the 0-1 offering. Breaking ball's a dandy. Drops it on the outside corner, and it's 0-2.
So far, this is the last game. In this tournament, we have seen very big success when you get in the strike zone. It always seems to kind of come back at you when you are not able to find that zone.
This little gust of wind starts to blow notes and things around.
Blowing me around.
And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Outfield straight away. They're playing a little bit deeper than they had been in the past as well here for Hillcrest, as the breaking pitch misses outside and evens the count at 2-2.
It's funny because that wind is blowing not directly back, but like straight across first base. So it's going to pull anything that you take to the left field side right.
The 2-2 pitch is up high, and it's ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. You know, that big flag that we talked about the other day that usually is out there in the wind?
Mm-hmm.
Well, come to find out, I was looking for it. That flagpole is gone.
I kind of wondered that when you said it. I was like, is there a pole over there anymore?
As a little, on the 3-2 pitch, a little hopper right back to McCaslin. He'll run it halfway to the bat to first base and then flip it to the first baseman for the out. And Jensen's out 1-3. So that'll bring up Mason Park. He is the center fielder with 1 out here in the second inning. In today's game, brought to you by Evergreen Financial Partners. When planning your financial future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial. With offices in Pocatello and in Preston here in Idaho. You can also log on and set your appointment for them online. You can do that at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. So 1 ball, no strikes as the pitch to Mason misses up high. And the 1-0 on the way. And that is over for a strike. And it's a ball and a strike. 1 out, bottom of the second, we're scoreless. Both teams playing it kind of close to the vest here in the early going of the championship game as the pitch hit foul, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. McCaslin, who's trying to throw what in essence is really a very flat breaking pitch. As he's coming through the release point, he takes that arm and really lays it back flat. That keeps it more of a flat trajectory instead of a breaking pitch that goes down and away. As the pitch is high, he evens the count now with 2 balls and 2 strikes. Next pitch to Park, breaking pitch, swung on and missed. There's that breaking pitch. It doesn't sink. It just kind of stays on the same plane and slides its way across.
Yeah, it's a cutter almost, but it's not that fast as you've seen his fastball. So, and the cutters aren't supposed to be as fast as fastball. They're supposed to be pretty close, and it's definitely not close. So it's kind of an interesting pitch.
Right. Second strikeout. Now here's Ethan Smith. As he's first ball swinging, hits it in the air toward right center field. The wind's pushing it, and it's going to push it all the way to the wall. As Smith over to get it, he'll turn, and Ethan will have a double with 2 outs.
Yeah,
Second hit of the game for the Bruins, both of them of the doubles variety.
Yeah, both of them have been with 2 outs, too. They're sitting here thinking, oh, well, why couldn't we have this in the first AB of the inning? Try and push you around. I mean, not that they can't do it now, but it just makes it for a little tougher of a task because you got to get a base hit to push them in.
So the number 8 hitter, Liam Lynch, will come up with 2 outs and try to pick up the runner.
He's got that blue bat.
Lynch is the second baseman. We've seen blue bats. We've seen pink bats. I saw one at bat with kind of almost an orange-looking bat.
Interesting.
And then the natural wood, and then the
popular black is the one I've seen.
Black bat, a lacquered brown bat as well. And even the two-tone bat for Harry the Hat Walker that we talked about the other day.
Found that out today, or this week.
1 ball and 1 strike to count on Lynch.
If you don't know the story, look it up. You'll never believe how he got his nickname from the hat.
As the pitch is inside, 2 balls and a strike. Well, we can probably tell it here coming up in just a little bit.
Fair enough.
Anyway, keep them from wearing out their computer, burning up Google, trying to Google Harry the Hat Walker. The 2-1 bounces up there. Be kept in front of them. Nice play by the catcher. He throw down to third base, not in time.
It's close. It's a good slide, though, and now you got him 90 feet away, so pass ball, wow pitch. You can score a first run of the game here.
That 55-foot curveball that bounces up there to go as a wild pitch. Nice play by Nichols to keep it in front of him, to keep him from going to the backstop, and it goes to 3 balls and a strike. McCaslin's 3-1 pitch comes right back, and it's low, ball 4, and Lynch will draw a 2-out walk. So that put runners at the corners, and it'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Ramsey Hughes, who likes to go by the name of Mikey.
Mikey,
I'm sorry. So here's Mikey Hughes, the third baseman. Hold on, timeout.
Got something over there, some equipment.
Gets, little shin, elbow, and wrist protectors that belonging to Lynch over there at third base, to first base as he stands there. So he's getting rid of about 10 pounds of extra equipment before he tries to run the bases. So here is Hughes, and the first pitch is a breaking ball, and that is over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Runners at the corners, Ethan Smith over at third, and Liam Lynch is at first after the walk. That walk, the first walk given up by McCaslin on the ball game here today. And he'll step off and bluff over to first base. That makes Lynch dive back in on his hands and knees into the dirt. Lynch has got a pretty good lead. You're trying to gauge the lead of the base runner by where he has his right foot in relationship to the cutout of the grass. And he's just about out to the border. And again, the pitch in the dirt as Nichols can't find it, and that's going to allow the runner to move up as Lynch takes off and goes to second base. And now Nichols wants to go out and talk to his pitcher, McCaslin.
Yeah, it also prompts a meeting here for Hughes and his coach, discussing strategy with 1-1 count and now runners at second and third. Again, 2 outs, though.
So the second wild pitch of the inning. And it's a 1-1 count with runners in scoring position. So it takes off any possibility of the force play at second base, and the 1-1 pitch again bounces up there. Knocked down by Nichols. He has to chase this one over toward the dugout, but no advancement by Smith over there at third base. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. Again, popped up along the right field line. That's going to be trouble in no man's land, and it is dropped. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in on the 2-out little wind-blown single by Mikey Hughes, and it's 2-0 Twin Falls.
That's just good hitting right there. Put the bat on the ball. Good things will happen. It goes into that little right field second baseman first base gap on the line and drops in and gives you a 2-0 lead here as we're just in the second inning.
You couldn't have walked out and placed it any better, and it's good for a couple of runs. Second hit of the inning, and now back to the top of the order again, and Isaac Hansen, who struck out his first time up. McCaslin ready and comes home. There's the breaking ball again. That's hit back up the middle, and it's going to be knocked down, but neither of the middle infielders can control it, and everybody's going to be safe. And that'll be another hit for the Bruins.
Yeah, the shortstop came across the bag. The second baseman was going to field it and step on second. Shortstop, as he was trying to get to it, tipped it with his glove and then knocked it away.
So runners at first and second as the inning continues, 2-0. They put another error up on the board. They couldn't have possibly called that an error. As the bunt foul here as Taylor rolls the ball foul up along the third base line.
Taylor who?
It's like the old 70s TV show, Mary Hartman.
Yeah, I like it. It's nickname TT.
So Taylor back up there, and the 0-1 pitch, breaking ball, as that is inside. Ball 1 ball and 1 strike. Next pitch again, breaking ball, stays high again. Ball 2-1.
This has all come with 2 outs. I mean, McCaslin quickly got outs 1 and 2, but since then it's been a double and a couple other hits that have just been forcing this inning to now 2 runs for the Bruins.
You're right. You got a comebacker and a strikeout to open the inning. as a pitch hit foul again back into the screen. After that, a double, a walk, a 2-run single, and then another infield hit. Count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs here on Taylor. Couple of runs in, two runners on base here as well. And again, McCaslin's next pitch stays high as Nichols has to jump up out of the crouch to keep it from going to the backstop, and loads the count, 3 balls and 2 strikes, which means advantage Bruins as the base runners will be away on the pitch. And if Taylor can find a gap, would certainly produce more offense. Runners go 3-2, and the pitch is high and away, ball 4. And that's probably the worst of what they will all want to happen, as that will now load the bases coming up for the biggest guy in the tournament, Bryson Shodas, the catcher. Shodas, who doubled his first time up out toward right center field. Now you can't pitch around him because there's no place to put him. With the bases full and 2 outs here in the second inning with a couple of runs in already in the first pitch. First ball swinging, lifts it in the air, foul off the first base side, and it's 0-1. So everybody will go back to their appointed positions. No balls and 1 strike. McCaslin ready again in the 0-1 pitch. As the pitch over for a strike on the inside half, and it's 0-1. McCaslin tried to roll his shoulder into it, thinking that breaking pitch would break late and might hit him if he stuck his arm out there far enough, but it didn't. It broke over for a strike, and it's 0-2. Now the 0-2 offering. Bounces it up there, and again, McCaslin with another good block keeps the runners down at third base.
Yeah, knocked something off his chin. He had I don't know what it was, like a piece of metal from his mask or something, but it knocked it off.
Hughes at third, Hansen's at second, Taylor at first. 2 outs and a 1-2 count here on Shodas. And the 1-2 pitch on the way. Big chopper toward third. Just step on the bag, young man, and the inning comes to an end as Shodas will hit into the fielder's choice to end the inning. So Hansen's out, 5 unassisted on the force as Twin Falls gets 2 runs in the inning on 3 hits, couple of walks, and they leave the bases loaded as well. We'll go to the third inning here from Halliwell Field here in Pocatello on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the American Legion Pocatello Wood Bat Classic. We'll be back as we go to the third. Twin Falls leading 2-0 on the My Local Radio Sports Network and on mylocalradio.com.
Hiking in the summer, hunting in the fall, and sledding in the winter are a vital part of living in Lyman, Wyoming. Visiting the Historic Heritage Park with its splash pad and updated playground are a must for summertime activities. Visit the new Frisbee Golf Course and make new memories with your family and friends. The town of Lyman is a quiet, peaceful place with some of the best residents in the state. Stop in today and make some new friends and memories that will last forever.
Dad, I feel like I got something in my eye.
Let me have a look. Natural protective features of the eye, such as eyebrows, eyelids, eyelashes, and tears, are not always enough. I've been helping people for 14 years, removing anything from metal, glass, or plastic from their eyes. I've even removed a bug that flew into my own eye. At Uinta Eye and Vision, we can help you find the perfect eye protection for playing sports or performing hazardous work to help prevent eye injuries.
Call Uinta Eye and Vision today to schedule your appointment to protect your precious eyesight. Uinta Eye and Vision, 307-789-3937.
So Dylan Hughes ready to go back to work here as we go to the third inning with Twin Falls now leading 2-0. And the third inning is brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision, where our vision is to improve yours. Here in the third inning, it will be the pitcher McCaslin, or at least his spot.
Yeah, they're going to pinch hit for him.
Looks like they're going to pinch hit for him. And then Croft and then back to the top of the order and Lawrence all due up. As we got a different batter coming up here. See, now, Croft is the scheduled hitter, but they've skipped a man in the lineup because this should be McCaslin's spot, right? Because McCaslin was on deck when the third out was made.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
They're just trying to monkey with the order here as the pitch is hit foul and it's 0-1.
Yeah.
So either
I'm pretty sure
either Melbourne batted out of order when he produced the last out in the second inning, where McCaslin was waiting on deck. So
I don't know
where it should have been his spot. So now they're just skipping his spot in the order completely, as sliding and making the catch on a fair ball because the wind blew it back fair is the third baseman Hughes as he turns in a routine into a heck of a play.
So then this is 2. Was this the top of the order? Or 1, sorry?
Yes, this would be back to the top of the order.
Yeah, they skipped somebody.
Yeah, they skipped the pitcher, McCaslin.
Because the math doesn't work there. Because right now we're in the third inning. I mean, 6 batters at least have to a bat. They have 1 hit.
So back to the top of the order. Lawrence was a strikeout victim his first time up. As that is a fastball that's up high, ball 1 ball and no strikes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Herrera ready, comes home again. Fastball. This one is over for a strike this time, and it's 1-1. Anyway, I was gonna tell you. Yesterday was a bit of an anniversary that we missed, and I don't know if you realize it or not. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That's a breaking ball. That's over for a strike, and it's 1-2.
Oh, it was yesterday.
Yesterday was June the 14th.
I don't know.
It was 32. First, let me mention to you this first. There's the 1-2. That's a ground ball toward third. Hughes. It's not a ground ball. I guess that was just a soft line drive. So Hughes picks it off his shoe tops. Yeah, that's the second out. As now Croft will come to the plate. Are you a fan of the show Seinfeld?
Never seen a single episode.
You never seen a single episode?
Seen parts.
They did a show. There was a take on the Zapruder film having to do with the Kennedy assassination that had to do with 2 Mets players as the pitch over for a strike 0-1. Keith Hernandez and Roger McDowell.
I know those names.
Roger McDowell played what they called the second spitter when Kramer was claimed he got spit on leaving a Mets game after the Mets lost as the pitch swung on and missed. It turned it into a whole satire of the Zapruder film where Roger McDowell was hiding in the bushes on the grassy knoll and up on the hillside, and supposedly they claimed he was the spitter and said he was the second spitter instead of the second shooter from the Zapruder from the Kennedy assassination. That episode first aired 32 years ago yesterday. As the pitch bounces up there, it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And it started what became a little bit of a relationship between the Seinfeld characters and the Mets. In fact, in baseball in general, because later on, another character in the show went to work supposedly for the Yankees. Ground ball to short. The shortstop has it. That is Hansen across with it over. And the third out, and for the second time in the game, the Hillcrest Knights go out 1-2-3. We'll go the bottom of the third inning, brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision. Our vision is to improve yours. After 2.5, it's Twin Falls 2, Hillcrest nothing on the My Local Radio Sports Network and on mylocalradio.com.
Auto, home, Life, renters, and business all have one thing in common. They all need insurance. Choosing the right agent is always hard. Choose the agent that takes a professional and individual approach to each client. At Farmers Insurance in Lyman, you will find that agent. Farrell is a down-to-earth person who loves hunting, fishing, and above all, his family. Come in and visit him and his friendly staff for a quote today at 37 Mountain Meadow Street, Suite B in Lyman.
At Y-Hi, we are with you is more than just 3 simple words. It encompasses the principles we live by to serve our members and local communities. So if you're looking to keep your banking relationships local with a partner who will always be there for you, look to us. We're Y-Hi. We're Wyoming. We're with you. Visit yhi.org to learn how you can be a part of something bigger today.
Bottom of the third inning, 2-0. Twin Falls leading as the Bruins will come back up to the bat here. As here in the bottom of inning number 3, it'll be Dylan Herrera's spot, the pitcher. He'll be followed by Isaac Jensen and Mason Park due up. As today's game is also brought to you in part by Modern Woodsman Financial of America. They have several locations around the area, including Brigham City, Tremonton, Logan, Vernal, Evanston, and in Diamondville, Wyoming. So here is Herrera to lead off, grounded out his first time up, and he's 0 for 1. But the offense has staked into a 2-0 lead. In fact, they almost had more. They had the bases loaded, but couldn't left the bases loaded, I should say, in the bottom of the second inning. And the first pitch home for McCaslin misses inside, ball 1 ball and no strikes. So with that little piece of information out of the way, the Jerry Seinfeld reference for the day, the 1-0 pitch, that's going to be lined into center field. Oh, smothered by the second baseman, Croft, who from his knees throws him out. Heck of a play.
That was a great play, too, is diving on the right side. And the thing about it, it wasn't that close either. Like, that was a quick turn and throw, and I like it there. Herrera, as he's walking back to the dugout, tips his cap out to the second baseman.
As he should. That's a heck of a play. So with 1 out, here is Isaac Jensen. First pitch to Jensen, misses outside, ball 1-0. We can tell the story because Jensen comes to the plate with a 2-tone bat. As we talk about, we mentioned Harry the Hat Walker earlier, as he was the first person ever to play with one of those 2-tone bats as the pitch hit foul back into the screen, which gets Mr. Andrews all excited because he thought he was going to caught it.
I would have.
So when they started making Harry's bats and they dunked them in lacquer as the ball's popped up to short.
No one to speed up the story.
And that's the second out. So he had the regular light-colored handle and a dark-colored head of the bat, just like as Park comes to the plate with. Well, his teammates started teasing him and saying it looked like his bat was wearing a hat. Well, the nickname not only stuck with Harry, and that's what he became famous for, was that 2-tone bat, and then his nickname of the Hat, because that's what his teammates said the bat looked like it was wearing a hat, and thus it was born Harry the Hat Walker. As the breaking ball bounces up there again, 2 balls and no strikes. And if you remember watching the Fox Game of the Week and the other broadcast that the former Philly and Cardinal catcher Tim McCarver appeared on, he would often refer to his friend Harry the Hat Walker, who really was kind of his mentor with him growing up. I should say growing up, but as a young player in Major League Baseball. He looked up to Harry and tried to be like Harry in every way. The 3-0 is down low. Nope, that is a called strike. It's 3-1.
Yeah, be careful. Remember last inning, he got the first 2 outs very quickly and then proceeded to have kind of some chaos ensue and allow 2 runs to score. So for this time, try and not have that.
The next 5 batters reach base, and matter of fact, ground ball to second. Again, smothered at second base by Croft, but this one squirts away from him, ends up in center field, and it's a 2-out hit. So it's a single for Park. Hit number 4 on the day for the Twin Falls Bruins. And now here is the first baseman, Ethan Smith, who doubled and scored his first time up. With 2 outs and a 2-run lead, keep an eye on Park, see if they might be starting him over there. And the first pitch hit foul off the first base side, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see him go. 2 outs, you're up by 2. Try and push the agenda. At worst, he's out, and you just start from here in the next inning.
Yep. As they go to first base this time, just to make sure Park does stay close over there, as he's back in with a plots into the dirt. Ready again. McCaslin comes home. There goes the runner, and the pitch is dropped at home plate by Nichols, so it'll be a stolen base. So runner now in scoring position as Mason Park steals the base, and now Ethan Smith will try to pick him up with 2 outs. As the pitch bounces up there, again gets away from Nichols. However, Park this time doesn't recognize that the ball rolls behind him, so he doesn't advance. He stays at second base.
Yeah, he originally kind of popped it underneath him, but when he turned around, his back foot kicked it away, and obviously the Bruins bench erupted saying go, but their first instinct was back.
2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch, ground ball to short. Coming up on it is Osterman. He'll glove and throw from the cut of the grass in time for the out, and the inning comes to an end. No runs, 1 hit, and they leave 1 man on base as we are done with 3 here this afternoon. The 3rd inning of today's game was brought to you by you went to iEnvision, where our vision is to improve yours. As we'll move along to the 4th, we're done with 3, 2-0. The Bruins lead over the Hillcrest Knights, as we'll go to the 4th here on the My Local Radio Sports Network and on mylocalradio.com.
Hey, Dad, can I go play outside?
Yes, you can, but don't forget your sunglasses. Did you know that sunglasses with UV protection can help lower your risk of eye calluses, early cataracts, and macular degeneration? At Uinta Eye and Vision, we can help you find the perfect pair of prescription or non-prescription sunglasses from companies like Ray-Ban, Oakley, Maui Jim, and more. Call Uinta Eye and Vision today to protect your eyes from the sun.
Uinta Eye and Vision, 307-789-3937. Uinta Eye and Vision, 789 eyes.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in the industrial construction and support services since 1982. We have the crews and equipment for hydro excavation, dirt and equipment hauling, as well as produced and potable water hauling. We also offer septic tank cleaning services, portable toilets, and roll-off dumpster rentals for facility shutdowns, on location or for your next outdoor event. Call us today to discuss how we can help with your next project. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Well, 2-0 as the Knights have been held to 1 hit in the game as they come up here in the 4th, as it'll be the shortstop Osterman to lead it off. First pitch, breaking ball stays high, ball 1. Osterman, Nichols, and Bowdley here in the top of inning number 4. Osterman 0 for 1, flew out to center back in the first inning when the team went out in order. In fact, the Knights have gone out in order twice out of the 3 innings played, as this one whacked along the line and is in for a hit. Taylor over to get it, and before he can get it back in, there is Osterman pulling into second base with a double.
Yeah, that's big, too, as it's a leadoff hit. You're down by 2. You're trying to get the bats going, as you mentioned, just the 1 hit up until that point. You start something here, maybe something will begin.
So here's the catcher, Nichols, who walked his first time up. He'll come up here with nobody out and a man at second base. And that'll make Herrera go back to working out of the stretch again. It only did just a little briefly in the top of the second inning as the first pitch misses down low, as dug out of the dirt by Shoddy as they walk the ball back out to the mound. Well, you're from Texas, so you'll appreciate this, as today is a birthday for a guy who's really made himself very well known in the state of Texas, and of course we're talking about Houston Astro manager Dusty Baker.
Oh, yeah.
As Dusty celebrates a birthday today. Dusty, who's been around baseball for a long, long time. As Herrera ready again. And the 1-0 pitch, breaking ball, that is over for a strike, and it's 1-1. People just, they don't realize how long Dusty's been around. They don't realize.
It's like 50 years, right?
Yeah, it's a long time. They don't realize that Dusty Baker was the on-deck hitter when Hank Aaron hit home run number 715. That's how long Dusty's been around. As the pitch is high again, ball 2 balls and a strike.
And he's still managing.
And he's still involved in the game today.
Goodness. That's the love of the game.
Of course, he's won titles. Took him a long time, but he finally won a championship here recently when the Astros started winning. And when he took over for the Astros, the pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-2. But what may have been another part of his greatest accomplishment, he hit a home run on the final at-bat of the regular season of the 1977 season for the Los Angeles Dodgers. In his final regular season at-bat. Ball lined along the line. That's a fair ball. That's going to head down toward the left field line, as coming around third is Osterman, and it's an RBI single for Nichols, and it's 2-1.
Big hit right there. Like I said, you get something going, and now you also get an order on base again with the single and the courtesy run for him, too.
So the Knights get on the board, back-to-back hits to open the inning. And now here is the designated hitter, Bodley. So he hit a home run in the last at-bat of the regular season of the 1977 season, and in doing so, it helped the Dodgers set what was then a record, as they had 4 men in their everyday starting lineup who had 30 home runs or more for the year. As the pitch misses outside, ball 1. Steve Garvey finished with 33 home runs that year. Reggie Smith had 32. Ron Say had 30. And with that home run in his final at-bat, Dusty Baker finished the year with 30 as well.
They make the playoffs?
They did make the playoffs. They went all the way to the World Series and then lost to the Yankees in 5 games.
Of course.
As they go to first base, and Nichols dives back to the bag. Actually, the runner dives back to the bag, the courtesy runner for Nichols, the catcher. One ball and no strikes. Bodley struck out his first time up. And the 1-0 pitch on the way, hit in the air toward the gap in left center field. That's going to go and find the gap, and it's going to bounce toward the wall. Park able to cut it off. The courtesy runner had to wait and make sure the ball got in, so he can only go as far as second base, and he'll stay there. And there's runners at first and second. And there's still nobody out, as
I think he's arguing the lineup. I think he's going to argue the lineup because it's wrong. And then they also skipped him.
Okay, well, Bodley just hit. Smith hit.
Correct, but now 23 is out.
Smith is the guy who tripled the last time up. As the guy they missed was McCaslin, because Melbourne batted out of order. As the skipper goes out with his lineup card, and they finally caught it.
Well, I don't know if it's that, because they're saying somebody's got to go run.
Well, they have a runner for Nichols. He's at second base.
I think that they ran the wrong courtesy runner. You can't choose your cutter. You have a designated one. They ran for him last time with one guy, and now they switched him out this time.
Okay, so you have to swap out the courtesy runner?
Yeah, because he was the courtesy runner originally, and then this time they decided to not put in that courtesy runner, which is illegal.
That's who actually runs should be the least of my concern, but whatever. But while all this is going on, the Twin Falls is also going to get some action going in the bullpen as a couple of players go hustling down there now to start throwing behind Herrera. So 2 men on, nobody out here on top of the 4th, and Bodley at the plate. This is actually Smith at the plate as he swings and comes up empty as the pitch is over for a strike. So did Nichols make an out?
No, Nichols is at first, I thought. Nichols is the one who was pinch ran for. Bodley's at first.
Okay, so
that's Nichols' runner. Bodley's at first.
Okay, so Osterman led off the inning. What did he do? Didn't he double? Or
he doubled and scored.
Or are they playing fast and loose with the lineup again? As the count goes to 0-2, as that's going to be rolled foul. Osterman doubled and scored.
Yes.
Nichols singled.
Yeah, and then courtesy ran for him. He moved over to second.
Okay.
And then Bodley just singled.
And Bodley just singled. Okay, so 2 on. Nobody out. A run in. And Smith now at the plate in the count 1-2 as he rolled the ball foul. Herrera comes home. The 0-2 pitch is on the corner. Strike 3 call. Pretty good pitch. Outside edge at the knees as he gets the out. That's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, fastball there. Gets the outside part.
3rd strikeout for Herrera.
I'm going to go check something.
See, and this is McCaslin now at the plate?
Yes.
So McCaslin's actually going to come up and hit after they skipped him the first time completely.
I'm going to go check that, actually. I'm going to go back, see if I can find it. I want to see if they actually skipped him or if we missed it.
We didn't miss it because he was standing on deck when the last out of the first inning was made.
Correct. I just want to go make sure of that.
Count goes to 0-1. Herrera comes home, and that's going to be hit just past the mound. Charged. Hansen has it. They'll go to second. There's one. The return throw back to first is knocked down, and he'll be safe over there. Is McCaslin as he hits into the fielder's choice. So Bodley is out. 6-4 on the force play. And now Melbourne will fall back into what should have been his rightful spot. And I think what happens is because nothing was said at the time that there is no penalty for the batting out of order, but I thought he had to assume that spot in the lineup, so which would have made them flip spots in the lineup, I thought. Because there should have been some sort of penalty for missing McCaslin the first time through. So 2 outs. Runners at the corners. And here's McCaslin, who made the 3rd out of the 2nd inning, his first time up. So he's 0 for 1. As they go back to first base, and back to the bag over there is the pitcher, McCaslin.
Yeah, so they batted out of order. That's obvious. Now McCaslin was on deck.
Herrera looks into for the sign. Nichols down. The runner for Nichols comes down the line from third. And the next pitch, a big overhand breaking ball, and that stays high. I believe it's 2 balls and no strikes. They have 1-0 on the scoreboard. For 1 run home here in the inning, makes it a 2-1 game. Tying run 90 feet away down at third base as the next pitch misses down and away again, and it's 2-0.
So, checking the tape just to confirm everything, guaranteed they bat out of order. Have that in actual video. They also skip McCaslin completely. Right. I don't know what the penalty is, but the Bruins could immediately go out here and argue that, and they would immediately have something. I don't know what would happen.
They can't argue it now because they didn't argue when it happened. They go to first base, and McCaslin hops back on the bag. They would have had to go out and argue the point when it was happening. Then they would have done what they needed to do then, not here in the top of inning number 4. The next pitch is rolled foul, and it's 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, because McCaslin.
So basically, at this point, because they missed it the first time around, it just becomes like King's X, no big deal, as McCaslin goes back into his regular spot in the lineup. 2-1, 2 outs, top of the 4th. Runners at the corners as the Hillcrest Knights look to get even. Here's the 2-1. Big overhand curveball stays high again. We're in the top of the 4th inning. This is a 7-inning game no matter what. There is no time limit in a championship game, and there is no run rule either. They will play the 7 innings. As the pitch swung on and missed. The throw through is on a bounce, and it's into center field, and that's going to let the runner come in from third. As the runner comes in there, the throw back to third base gets away again, as getting back up and coming home is McCaslin, and it's now a 3-2 lead for the Knights. So McCaslin went to steal second base. The throw went into center field, which is an error on the catcher. That allowed the runner at third base, the courtesy runner for Nichols, to come in and score to tie the game. Then McCaslin got up and went back to third base to advance on the bad throw. And they threw it away again, and that allowed him to come in. So 2 errors on the play, and they score 2 runs and take the lead. As the next pitch hit in the air to center, right there is Park. He'll squeeze it, but it's a pitch too late for the Bruins, as they give up the 2 runs in the inning. In fact, 3 runs in the inning in total, and now trail by a score of 3-2. Well done with the 3.5. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th with Hillcrest now up 3-2 on the My Local Radio Sports Network and on mylocalradio.com.
We offer rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. For example, your home's heating and air conditioning system draws significant amount of electricity during certain times of the year. We offer cashback for heat pumps, which use energy-efficient technology to heat and cool your home. We also offer rebates on appliances and smart accessories like smart plugs and smart switches. Really, for anything that draws electricity in your home, we usually have some type of rebate to offer you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
When participating in sports, there's always a lot to talk about performing at the top of your game. I'd like to expand on that and ask, how about performing at the top of your game in every part of your life? This is Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic. I offer solutions to help improve all aspects of your game called life. Pain management, migraines, allergies, emotional release, nutritional supplements based on blood tests, and improved athletic performance. To help you perform at the top of your game every day, call today to schedule an appointment in Evanston or in Kemmer. Hoover Chiropractic, 307-789-0043.
So the 2 errors in the inning helped lead to 3 runs for Hillcrest. As we'll go now here to the bottom of the 4th, and Hillcrest now leads 3-2. 3 runs on 4 hits. They have the errors on the wrong side of the board, actually.
Yeah, that's the wrong side.
As the errors should go against the Bruins, not against Hillcrest. They have 3 errors on the board for Hillcrest. That's incorrect. Then 2 runs, 3 hits, and should be 3 errors for the Bruins. So here for Twin Falls, they'll come up here in the bottom of the 4th inning. It'll be Liam Lynch to lead it off. It'll be Lynch, Hughes, and back to the top of the order in Hanson. Here's the first pitch, breaking ball that's on the corner for a strike. Lynch walked, went to second on a wild pitch, and eventually came around to score on the Hughes 2-run single back in the 2nd inning. One of the 2 runs they had that at that point had given them a lead. The 1-0 pitch swung on and missed, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Check that, 0-1. That was the first pitch? 0-2. Looked like the umpire put up 1 finger. Overcast, cool, and breezy conditions have persisted pretty much throughout the day. The 0-2 pitch popped up on the right side. It'll be the first baseman. That is Melbourne to make the play for the first out.
Always talk about a shutout inning. You get a lead. It's the perfect time for it.
So here's Mikey Hughes. Hughes, who had the 2-run single back in the 2nd inning. Made it as far as second base and then was left there as they left the bases loaded after scoring the 2 runs back in the 2nd inning. First pitch to Hughes, drives it to center. Up on the ball comes Kovac and then drops it. So it could be a hit for Hughes. He has his 2nd hit of the day. Pair of singles as he lines that one back up the middle, and back with the top of the order we go. And Isaac Hansen comes to the plate. Struck out and walked. 0 for 1 today. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. As the first pitch is a fastball that is on the corner for a strike, inside half. As McCaslin able to ring that up. McCaslin ready again. Comes right back, and the pitch swung on and missed. We're going to have more tournament-style baseball for you coming up in a couple of weeks here on My Local Radio, on the website, as the Evanston Outlaws are headed to Elko, Nevada to play in a wood bat tournament over there. We'll have those games for you. All the games in that bracket, which will also feature the Pocatello Runnin' Rebels, will also be in that bracket as well. So we'll have those games for you too. So if you're here in Pocatello or in Evanston enjoying the game tonight, coming up in a couple of weeks, you'll know that we will have more action for you from Elko. As they go to first base, and hopping back on the bag over there is Hughes. Now off to a cautious lead as he inches off the bag, being held there by Melbourne. And the 1-2 pitch misses down and away, 2-2. Also believe there's another baseball tournament around that same time in Green River.
Yeah, that's the one.
Up.
Anthony and Elam will be headed out too.
The 2-2 pitch that's popped up along the right field line. Again, it's right in a trouble area, and again it's going to fall in front of Smith, and both the runners will move up.
They want to move their right fielder over the way that's going. That's twice now.
So a little Texas League single right along the line as Haslam has his first hit of the game. Runners at first and second and 1 out. And now here is Taylor, who walked and has also grounded out in the game here today. So 0 for 1 officially. So Taylor back up there to hit from the left side. As the Hillcrest comes up at the corners thinking bunt. The first pitch misses high, ball 1 ball and no strikes. McCaslin ready, checks the runners. Next pitch misses down and in. Nice sliding save again by Nichols, and it's a 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes. Hughes away from second. Hansen over at first. The first baseman, Melbourne, plays in front of the runner, thinking bunt, as the pitch misses outside again. Ball 3. Now he's a pitch away from loading the bases with 1 out here in the inning.
Yeah, and look who's on deck.
Yeah, he's already had 1 at-bat with the bases loaded. Hit into a fielder's choice. I'm not sure I want to roll the dice on that question again, as the 3-0 pitch over for a strike this time to Taylor, and it's 3-1. McCaslin sets at the letters, checks the runners, and the next pitch is down and away, and he's going to do exactly that. He's loaded the bases for the second time, and Bryson Chodez is going to come back up and have another at-bat with the bases full. So Hughes goes to third, Hansen goes to second, Taylor to first on the walk. And now here is Branson Chodez, but first we're going to get a meeting at the mound as the coach is going to come out and confer with the entire infield along with McCaslin before they go any further. So that meeting breaks up. Also another little meeting between all the base runners and the third base coach going on just outside of the home plate area will now break up as well, as they will all head back to their spots. And with all that going on, Branson Chodez makes a walk back up to home plate. He's doubled and hit into a fielder's choice, 1 for 2.
Yeah, we'll see what Bryson's got here. He's been really pounding the ball, but past 2 games haven't seen too much. Got the double early in this one, though.
First pitch, breaking ball over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Still playing in front of the runner, Taylor over at first base, even with the big man at the plate. Also come up to the cut of the grass at third base. Yeah, that pitch misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. They play double play depth up the middle as they'll try to turn 2 if they get a ground ball. The pitch is squirted foul back to the screen, and it's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. If I'm the third baseman, Lawrence, I'm thinking, do I really want to be this close against this guy the way he's been swinging the bat?
It's a ball that comes over your head.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Misses outside. Tried to get him to chase one off the plate, and he wouldn't bite. So the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And now Nichols is going to walk the ball back out to his pitcher. They'll visit a little bit as they walk back out toward the mound now, as the little coffee clutch continues, as here comes the third base coach down from third base for Twin Falls, walks all the way down to the plate area, says something to the umpire, and now we'll turn around and go back.
I think he was talking about mound visits.
The gears are turning. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Shoda's at the plate. McCaslin slumped over, looking in to get the sign from Nichols. Now he has the one he wants, sets at the letters. And the 2-2 pitch is going to be grounded toward third, and it's off his glove, and it rolls down the left field line. It'll get 1 in. It'll get 2 in. Taylor comes to third and will stay there. And pulling into second base is Shodes as he drives in 2.
That's just good hit. I mean, get contact on the ball. Do something with it, and it works out. Third baseman can't corral it.
They're going to call that an error.
I think it's probably fair. He could have easily grabbed and stepped on third, but didn't really play it properly.
They have, it says 4 errors on the board now for the Knights. That's not right. That should actually be -2, so it should be 2 for the Knights and 3 for the Bruins as they go to first base, or third base rather, and almost knock Taylor off the bag trying to tag him, but he's able to jump back onto the bag. So Hughes and Hansen both score on the hit. Taylor goes to third. Shodes, now a runner for Shodes is at second, and the pitch is up and in and hits him.
Yeah, that's chop over again at first base because, like you said, you got to have that main courtesy runner, and he has to run every time, so chop is the one.
So,
also going to have a runner at first now.
So Herrera, who was the hitter who was hit by a pitch, as he heads down to first base, they'll have the pitcher, runner, I should say, Chapa, come out and run for him. So now the bases are loaded.
That's Loft over at first base, I'm pretty sure.
It is now at the plate. It's Isaac Jensen. And it is 1 ball and no strikes as the pitch misses high. So after regaining the lead, Hillcrest in danger of giving it up as the breaking pitch. That is on the corner, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
They already gave it up.
They haven't given it up, haven't they? My bad. Has it given up 2 runs here in the innings? It's 4-3 already. Again, McCaslin slowly slowing things down, holding, looking at third, and then bounces it up there as Taylor thought about it, but then retreats back to third base as he'll stay there as it goes to 2 balls and a strike.
Probably smart. As much as I think he probably would have been fine if he went. It's a 2-1 count with 1 out, and you have the bases loaded. Don't get an out at home plate right now.
Yeah, there's no reason to do that. As McCaslin sets at the letters again, quickly comes home this time as the pitch hit in the air towards short left center field. Coming up is the left fielder. That's Croft to make the play. Now Taylor's going to try to come home, and the throw comes all the way through, and Taylor decides, nope, I'm going back and take my chances with another at-bat.
Yeah, that was the coach's decision, Mary, because he said go, go, go as soon as it was caught, and then about halfway to the line, he put up the stop sign and said, hey, go back. No one behind at third, so he could go back pretty easily, and now you got to get a base hit.
So 2 outs now, and they'll leave it up to Mason Park to see what he can do if he can pick up the runs. Park singled, struck out, 1 for 2 today as he takes that pitch up high. 1 ball and no strikes. Park, as he stands at the plate, is the 8th batter to hit here in the inning. As McCaslin now will back off a moment as he just kind of takes his hand and makes like a little circular motion, just rolling his wrist over and over as if to tell Nichols just to go through the sequence of signs again. The 1-0. Swung on and missed, and it's 1-1. So a ball and a strike. One count, bases loaded. 2 outs here, 2 runs in already in the inning. And again, the breaking pitch bounces up there. And it's 2 balls and a strike. So 2-1, and Mason Park back into the box again. They continue to play in front of the runner over at first base, even with 2 outs, as the next pitch is up high. Now 3-1. The third baseman, Lawrence, plays just about even with the bag over at third. McCaslin holds, sets, And again, the pitch home, the 3-1 pitch is on the inside half, and it's over for a strike and runs the count full. So now everyone will be away on the pitch. And see if Park can find a gap and everybody will run for a while. McCaslin sets and steps off and bluffs toward third base just to make sure no one's running.
Yeah, Taylor over there is really playing mind games, trying to get in the head of the pitcher here as he stares right at him.
Now he's ready again. Holding, and the 3-2 pitch with the runners going, and if it gets away, it doesn't matter because the run's going to come in, and everyone's going to move up 91 base on the walk anyway. So that makes it a 5-3 game as Mason Park draws a walk and picks up an RBI, as it is Taylor to come home from third base, and everybody moves up. So the bases remain loaded, and now here is Smith, a little dunker into center, coming up, diving, and they did not make the catch, and it bounces behind him. 1-2 runs are in. Here comes Park. He will score as the little dunk single off the bat of Ethan Smith clears the bases.
Well, that certainly changes everything. Dunks it in, drops 3, and now you had a 1-run lead moments ago. It's 5.
So it clears the bases. 6 runs home in the inning. And it's 8-3. Yeah, it is a 5-run lead. And here comes the coach for Hillcrest coming back out. And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change this time as we got guys starting to run around to go change gloves and change shoes and whatever might be needed. So we'll sneak in a timeout here. We'll tell you who the new pitcher is going to be coming up in just a moment. 6 runs home in the inning. It's 8-3. The Bruins have opened it up here in the bottom of inning number 4. We'll tell you about the new pitcher coming up right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network and on mylocalradio.com.
The best trips away from home always come when you know you're among friends. This is Coulter Patterson, General Manager at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. I invite you to stay with us every time you're here. We've got the absolute best staff. Lots of our team members have been working together for years, and we feel like we're a happy family. I guarantee you'll feel that when you come stay with us. We're always glad that you choose the Come On In, and we'll do everything to make your stay comfortable and relaxing. The Come On In Hotel and Suites is the best place to stay because we have the best staff in Casper. Come on in today.
The strategic plan for Una County School District Number 4 states, through collaboration with the entire learning community, our mission is to instill problem-solving skills in our students that will translate to a rapidly changing global environment. We work to accomplish this by constantly improving student achievement, improving student academic and behavioral skills with a district that operates efficiently and effectively. Uinta County School District Number 4, excellence in teaching, opportunity through learning.
Are you looking for a dental experience that's quicker, more precise, and more comfortable? Look no further. Welcome to Black's Fork Dental, where we bring you the latest in dental technology with our Trios 3D scanner. Our team can scan images of your teeth and gums in seconds, ensuring precise measurements and accurate results, allowing us to design personalized treatment plans tailored to your unique needs. Whether it's crowns, bridges, or clear correct treatments, we've got you covered. Right now, we're offering a 10% discount on any scan procedure. Schedule your appointment with Black's Fork Dental at blacksforkdental.com, where advanced technology meets compassionate care.
Water testing, water development, community enhancement grants, and seedling trees, education programs, and specialty workshops helping to preserve agriculture and natural resources in Uinta County. Uinta County Conservation District is here to serve you. Visit our website today at uintacountycd.com.
Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. You always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
Pitcher coming in from first base is Melbourne. and a few other corresponding moves that we'll try to figure out for as soon as we can see numbers on jerseys. But Liam Lynch, the 10th man to bat here in the inning, will come up with 2 outs. Ethan Smith is at second base after his single cleared the bases, as the first pitch from Melbourne is lined to short, backhanded there by the shortstop Osterman. He'll throw back over to first in time for the out. 1 pitch and the inning comes to an end, but not before the Bruins played 6 runs in the inning on 2, just 3 hits, couple of walks, and hit batter as well, as they leave 1 man on base. And we'll go to the 5th. After 4, it's now Bruins 8, Knights 3 on the My Local Radio Sports Network and on mylocalradio.com.
When you're looking for great deals on a vehicle, you'll find them at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston. With 2 locations to serve you, let your adventure start here. Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston, legend driven.
Farming requires working with the right equipment. At Covelo Auto Farm Service, you will find the right size tractor, tractor accessories, cattle chutes, and calf corrals for all your farming needs. Covelos has all your auto needs as well. From fluids to belts to protection for your hands, they've got you covered. Covelos also offers a service center for your truck and tractors in one convenient location. Covelos is your one-stop farm and auto shop. Stop in and see them today at 80 Reese Road in Lyman. Covelos Auto Farm Service.
Well, the lead was short-lived for Hillcrest as they see Twin Falls come back and post a 6 in the bottom of the 4th inning, as it's 8-3 as we head to the 5th. Herrera stays on the hill, and it will be Croft to lead it off. Then back at the top of the order, Lawrence and the other Croft in the lineup, as the first pitch misses outside, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. Croft 0 for 1, popped up his first time up. It's getting darker, and you have to turn the lights on here, as that pitch swung on and missed, and it's 1-1. So the dark view is only going to get darker until someone goes, why did we turn on the lights? The 1-1 hit in the air along the left field line. Coming over is the left fielder Taylor, coming up, and it's going to fall fair, as the little dunkers that Twin Falls had along the right field side, Hillcrest has one on the left field side, and Croft reaches base with his first hit of the game.
Yeah, I think they should stick a fielder there. It seems like they'd have a lot more outs if they have one there instead of in right field or left field.
So that's hit number 4. And back to the top of the order, and Lawrence, who became the pitcher, this is not, oh yes it is, my bad. As there's Lawrence 0 for 2 and takes the first pitch, a fastball that's high, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Croft, the leadoff man, reaches with a little dunk single along the left field line. And the next pitch that misses down is over for a strike, and it's 1-1. Got the good low strike call from the home plate umpire. Outfield straightaway, medium deep. Infield back, looking for a ground ball to turn 2 in the middle of the infield. And the 1-1 pitch. That's hit in the air, popped up left side. The shortstop, Hansen, says, I'll take it, and he does.
That's a tough play with the wind going the way it is right now. It's kind of blowing hard, blowing tough, and somewhat swirling at this point. So anything that's in the air, it's going to be a adventure, and that time we're in and out.
So that's the first out. Now here's the second baseman, Croft. He is 0 for 2 on the day. He's grounded out a couple of times. And he'll step in from the right side. And the defensive alignment stays pretty much the same, except the shortstop comes up a little bit more, anticipating a little bit softer ground ball in the middle of the infield, where they still go for two with the double play in order. And the first pitch is outside, ball one ball and no strikes. So with a 5-run lead, Twin Falls just keeps ticking off the outs now as we go along. As they go to first base, and back to the bag over there is Croft as he dives in. Gets the hand in inside the tag. As Herrera sets again, peeks back over at first base, and he's going to go over there. And it stays 1-0.
Got dirt in his eyes. He's good now. I think he may have lost a contact or something. He got dirt in his eyes, something over there.
It's pretty soft in the infield. If you dive in there, you'd kick up a cloud of dust that would make Pigpen from the Charlie Brown cartoon strip happy. As again, he's off to a lead. Herrera sets at the belt, comes home. There's a pitch, a fastball for a strike, and it's 1-1. One ball, one strike. Hillcrest needs to get some offense going. They only have 8 outs left in the game. And the 1-1 pitch on the way. That's going to be hit in the air to center. That's going to be coming up to the center fielder as it's parked to make the play. That's the second out. And again, Croft goes back to first base. And with 2 outs, it'll bring up the shortstop, Osterman. Osterman's flown out, doubled and scored. As looking into the dugout for pitch selection, waiting for the signal to come in. As Shode finally settles into a crouch, deals out the cards, and Herrera's ready, and the first pitch is swung on and missed, and it's 0-1. Nichols would be next if Osterman can extend the inning. Runner at first base and 2 outs. The runner is Croft. Off to a medium lead, not too big. Wouldn't be running with that size lead. Is Herrera ready again? Not running as the pitch misses outside with the fastball, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Certainly both these teams who won 4 out of 5 games in the tournament coming into this one. And if you can figure something was going to have to give at some point, as the Bruins able to post a big inning. Their last time up was 6 runs. The pitch swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. It's been an entertaining tournament, and I hope you've enjoyed watching it, as we've brought you all 36 games of the tournament here on mylocalradio.com. Here's the 1-2. Hit foul back to the screen. It stays at a ball and 2 strikes. It all started back on Tuesday evening with a doubleheader. And then 11 games on Wednesday, 11 more on Thursday. A ball and 2 strikes. And now here comes the 1-2. Hit in the air to right field. The right fielder, Jensen, comes over. He's there and puts it away for the out number 3. No runs, a hit, and 1 man left. We're done with 4.5. It's the Bruins 8, the Knights 3 on the My Local Radio Sports Network and on mylocalradio.com.
Great signage is an important component to any successful business. It lets your customers know they have arrived at your doors, and it's a constant advertisement of who you are. When you install LED signage, you're taking it one step further. The ability to create color messages that move is an attention grabber. Plus, you can change the message whenever you would like. Make your business stand out with an LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign, providing service, installation, and maintenance on all signage. Rocky Mountain Sign, licensed in Wyoming and Utah. Call today for a quote, 307-789-5202.
Distracted driving is dangerous, but some people just can't seem to help themselves. There's the steering wheel propper, the sneak-a-peeker, the fast roller, the night-lighter. And it's not long until they become the fender-bender-er, the got-a-ticketer, the veering off the road, the driver who kills someone. Enough with the phones already. Just put them down.
So we go to the bottom of inning number 5. 8 runs, 9 hits, 3 errors for the Bruins. 3 runs, 4 hits, and 2 errors for the Knights, as our intrepid scoreboard operators were able to correct the error issue. So the scoreboard is now right as we go to the bottom of inning number 5. After sending 10 men to the plate last inning, it once again will be Mickey Hughes to lead off here for the Bruins here in the bottom of the 5th inning, as Nichols comes home with the first pitch. Ball popped up in the infield. It's the second baseman Kraft to make the play. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Well, that bodes well for, hopefully, on the Knights side, not a 10-batter inning that they'll have to face.
As so back to the top of the order now, and Isaac Hansen comes up. Isaac has scored once, walked, singled, and struck out. 1 for 2 on the day as he takes that first pitch. That's on the outside corner at the knees, and it's 0-1. What started out fairly as a well-paced game is almost slowed down to a snail's pace now as that pitch heads out toward the parking lot. And it's
I think that 6-run bottom of the 4th, the 4th inning in general, I mean, that was 9 runs scored on either side.
Right.
So
0-2 the count, as it is Melbourne comes home again. That pitch misses outside, and now it's 1-2. Taylor waiting on deck. Sounds like that should be a nursery rhyme, doesn't it? The 1-2 misses up high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Taylor waiting on deck.
With the clouds above.
Yeah, it's, in
a sweat.
Make up your own punchline, I guess. 2-2 the count on Hansen. Melbourne comes home, and that pitch is up and in. Runs the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Taylor waiting on deck. Where does he hit? I guess we'll have to check.
So the count full as Melbourne Rocks comes home, and the 3-2 pitch is up high, ball 4. So Hansen walks for the second time today. And with 1 out, and now with a runner on, here is the aforementioned Taylor, the left fielder. He has walked twice and grounded out, so officially he's 0 for 1 as he hit back to the pitcher, is way back in the 1st inning. So with a 5-run lead, let's keep an eye on Hansen, see if he might be running. He's got a pretty good lead, but he's not running on the first pitch. It's over for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Taylor at the dish. What does he want to do? Hit a home run, he wish.
This is going to bother you the whole way home, isn't it?
No.
Okay. As the pitch is high, there goes the runner. As the throw is a good one and in time. Nichols throws an absolute bullet down to second base, and Hansen's out. catcher to shortstop for the second out. So the base is empty now with 2 outs. Pitch was over for a strike to Taylor. The 1-1 pitch is up high again. Ball 2, 2 balls and a strike. Just felt like saying, who is it?
Taylor at the plate. Looks like Nichols ran into a gate.
The ground ball towards second base. This should end the inning as Croft has it, plays it across in time, and indeed the inning is over. No runs, a hit. Check that, no hits, a walk. Thanks to the caught stealing, nobody left as well. Are down with 5. We'll head to the 6th. It's still the Bruins 8, the Knights 3 on the My Local Radio Sports Network and on mylocalradio.com.
What is Uinta BOCES number 1? It's your community college to pursue your degree or certificate. It's high school equivalency. It's CPR and other workforce training. It's cooking and computer classes. It's 3D printers, vinyl cutters, and other free tools. We're many different things to many different people, meeting the education needs of the place we call home. So what is Uinta BOCES number 1? That's for you to decide. Come see us today and let us help you make your educational dreams come true.
The tires you drive on matter. Tire quality and condition affect overall safety and how your vehicle performs. Having the right air pressure in your tires even affects gas mileage. Don't trust your tires to just anybody. Choose Freeway Tire to handle all your vehicle maintenance, including regular tire checks and rotation. When it comes to your vehicle, choose the team that really knows tires. Freeway Tire in Evanston. Stop in today.
Turn the lights on. As we're going here to the inning number 6, 8-3. As here in the 6th inning, with the Knights coming back up to the plate, they'll start with the middle of the order. It'll be Nichols, Bodley, and Smith due up, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters.
Hey, I just thought of another. Taylor in left field. If the sun was out, he would have to shield. I'll stop now.
Okay. Here. I'll give you the rest of my meal money if you stop.
Oh, in that case, I'll keep going. see how much dollars I can rack up.
So here's Nichols, the first pitch home, as they hit off the end of the bat out toward the second baseman. Lynch has that. He'll throw over to first in time for the out. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. Today's game brought to you in part by our friends at Evergreen Financial Partners. Whenever you think of your financial future, think of Evergreen Financial Partners. They're located in Preston and now in Pocatello as well. And you can go online to set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. 1 out. Here's Bodley. Bodley was hit. Takes the first pitch over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Bodley was hit by a pitch and struck out. Ask and you shall receive as they turn the lights on during the half-inning break.
Well, we could have had them on this morning if we asked.
we could have had asked for breakfast or something.
Apparently. Yeah, I'll take a steak.
0-1 on Bodley. Yeah, we still got an hour and a half drive home.
I'll take a chauffeur home.
The 0-2 pitch. It is over for a strike. Strike 3 called.
Good pitch, outside half. And, again, that black on the outer part of the zone has been beat to a pulp by pitchers this weekend. And right there, do it again. Why not?
That's the 4th strikeout for Herrera. Second time he gets Bodley. 2 outs, bases empty. Now here's Smith.
A new batter, 24.
So new batter at the plate, pinch hitter, as he hits the first pitch in the air toward center field, and it's going to fall in for a hit.
Awesome. I don't have a 24. Anywhere. Got a lot of pictures of my phone of lineups.
In fact, we're just going to kind of start emptying the bench here and then running up all kinds of pinch hitters, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, why not?
So the down by 5 runs late here. It would appear that the Bruins are, or I should say the Knights are kind of running up the white flag here.
2 outs, by the way, not 1 on the board.
As the first pitch over for a strike, and it's 0-1. 14 is Ford, as he's up at the plate. Next pitch is outside to Ford, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. So runner at first base with 2 outs. As the pinch hitter waiting, runner over at first, comes home, the next pitch swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. Top of the 6th inning, 8-3, Bruins on top. 2 outs here in the 6th inning. A 1-2 count. Herrera ready, and the next pitch is off the plate again, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. You know, the forecast was for iffy weather at times over the last couple of days. We had a little bit of rain a couple of nights ago. But other than that, it's been very nice weather throughout the tournament. We've been very lucky as the 2-2 pitch again misses up high and runs the count full 3-2.
Run over off at first with 2 outs.
So they drop back behind him as the first baseman now will play behind the runner. And the runner goes 3-2 as the pitch is swung on and missed. So Ford strikes out, and the Knights are gone here in the top of inning number 6. No runs, a hit, and 1 left. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. It's still 8-3 Bruins on the My Local Radio Sports Network and on mylocalradio.com.
With 25 years of successful industry experience, Mountain West Business Solutions looks forward to providing all of our customers with exceptional service, industry-leading technology, and a one-of-a-kind buying experience. Having your office equipped with the right technology makes all the difference in the world. With a lower cost per print, we will supply you with the right technology for the best price. Great people, great products, and great service. Mountain West Business Solutions.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
We'll move to the bottom of the 6th inning. 8-3. It'll be Byron Shodez, Dallin Herrera, and then Isaac Jensen do up the middle of the order here for the Bruins here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Yeah, I don't think Bryson's been leading off too much, to be honest, because he's always in that 3 slot, so he's always not really the type of guy. That's the least likely spot to lead off in.
And here's in the leadoff spot, they have to kind of pitch to him, and the first pitch is whacked into left field for a hit.
That's what happens when you have to pitch to him. Chapa's going to go over for him at first, by the way.
So he picks up his 2nd hit of the day. He is 2 for 4. He doubled back in the 1st inning, but was left at second base. So the leadoff man aboard, here's Herrera. As the Herrera is pitched very well. Even though he's allowed just 5 hits. And has 3 outs to get to close out a gold bracket championship here at the Pocatello Wood Bat Classic. As the first pitch misses inside, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. So runner at first base, nobody out here in the bottom of inning number 6. Yeah, that's going to be pulled foul. It's 1 ball and 1 strike, and the runner will come back to first base. I would assume the winning prize for the gold bracket would be the same as the silver.
Maybe it's gold rings.
And the Bruins likely would be getting that ring.
And 3 more outs for it.
Just like the other team that won the silver. Malad, yeah, thank you. As the breaking ball outside, 2-1. As the ball's dropped by the catcher and hustling down to second base. That is the courtesy runner for Shodas. Chapa, who dives in head first. If you weren't with us during the first game, we've had a picture on the screen of the ring as the little dunker in the left field, but up comes the left fielder, that's Croft, there to make the catch, and that's the first out.
Nope, it dropped.
Oh,
it went in front of him.
So it's a couple of men on here as that ball dunks in front of him. Runners at first and second, and Isaac Jensen comes up. Herrera they're going to show a bunt down to get it. Herrera, he has to wait for his first baseman to retreat, and he steps on the bag, able to kick it. He missed it the first time, but able to kick it before the runner Jensen could get there. Both runners move up, and Jensen out on the play, going 1-3 for the first out. So with runners at second and third, Mason Park comes up. As big chopper to third, runner coming home. They have a play at the plate. They tag the runner. Now they say, no, he missed him.
He dropped the ball.
As Nichols dropped the ball trying to make the tag, as the run will come in to score, and it's now 9-3. So Park reaches on the fielder's choice as Chapa comes in and will score the run. And Herrera ends up going all the way to third. So runners at the corners and 1 out. And now here is Ethan Smith, who rolls the ball into right field for a hit. And Herrera puts his head down and keeps on going all the way to third base. Now behind the play, there's the advancement by Park. As Ethan Smith goes all the way to second base. As Liam Lynch will now come up. As the 2 umpires want to get together for a moment. Say something to each other, now they'll back up into their regular spots. So they're talking about run rules, but I thought the run rules was waived in the championship game.
It's not on this one.
So they're talking about implementing the run rule, 10 runs after 5.
We're in the 6th, though.
I understand. And it's only a 7-run lead now.
It would be an 8-run. It's 8 after 6 is the rule, but I'm pretty sure the conversation was that there's not a run rule. At least that was the end of it.
As the first pitch here to Lynch is outside, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Melbourne ready again, the 1-0 pitch. This one misses outside this time, and it's 2-0. So 2 runs home in the inning for the Bruins. They got 2 in the second, added 6 in the fourth, and now 2 more here in the bottom of the 6th inning. As that pitch over for a strike, and it's 2-1. As that wind's starting to get colder and colder on my bare legs. As the 2-1 offering again misses down and away. Ball 3, 3 balls and a strike. Little fly ball into left field. Up on the ball comes Croft, makes the catch. No tag and no movement by the base runner, so there's now 2 outs and runners at second and third. And that brings up Mikey Hughes with a couple of men in scoring position. Hughes, who's had 2 hits today, he's driven in a pair of runs, has scored a run as well.
Going to pinch hit for him with Loft.
And Loft is going to pinch hit here for Hughes.
It's Max Loft.
That would be Max Headroom if he moved into an apartment.
Yeah, sure.
The 1-0. That's popped up right back over our heads. That's going to head out toward the parking lot. Do you even know who Max Headroom is?
No.
When the AI things first started back in the late 70s.
Yeah, it was -30.
Yeah, Max Headroom was just a cartoon character as a fly ball to left field. There to put the squeeze on it is Croft, and the inning is over. But they score twice, and on 3 hits in the inning, and they leave a couple of men on base. We'll go to the 7th as those guys in the black
Knights.
in the black shirts, the Knights. My brain is frozen. The Knights are down to their last 3 outs. We'll go to the 7th inning. It's 10-3 on the My Local Radio Sports Network and mylocalradio.com.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobby Dalzall, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uintah counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
I don't know about you, but every time I go to the grocery store, I'm filled with anxiety. Do I have enough money? Meat prices have doubled. How can I ever work on food storage when I can hardly afford food for this week? Wyoming Wild Meats in Lyman is the solution. Weekly specials are posted on Facebook. Beef, pork, chicken for one meal or a mixed order to fill the freezer. You will find quality Gosner cheese and milk products and delicious bread. Because overhead is low, the savings are passed to every customer. Wyoming Wild Meats, offering fresh domestic meats.
Well, we've reached the 7th inning, 10-3, Twin Falls leads. Melbourne, Croft, and then back to the top of the order, and Lawrence due up here for the Knights. And it's no balls and 1 strike, and no, you wouldn't have had that one.
Let's try it.
For those watching on mylocalradio.com, you know what 3D looks like. The baseball coming right back out of your computer screen.
It's okay. I ought to protect the camera.
The 0-1 pitch on the way to Melbourne. That's popped up in the infield as the second baseman Lynch goes back right at the edge of the grass, able to make the catch, and there's 1 out here in the 7th inning. So with 1 out, here is Croft. Croft 1 for 2, popped up and singled. As this will be a pinch hitter as well. Pinch hitter, this will be Shaw to pinch hit.
He was the pitcher who came in to shut the door in the semifinal game earlier today.
Oh, really?
Yep.
As the first pitch to Shaw is up high, ball 1 ball and no strikes. So Hillcrest down to their last 2 outs. Herrera looking for the complete game victory in the championship game, and the pitch is a fastball swung on and missed, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Outfield straight away with the pinch hitter Shaw at the plate. Herrera ready again. That pitch swung on and missed, and it's now 1-2. So a ball and 2 strikes. And the 1-2 offering. Kind of ran it up and in on him, but he kind of almost in self-defense swang at it and came up empty. So Shaw, the pinch hitter, goes down on strikes, and now the Knights are down to their last strike, or last out, I should say.
It's Johnson, another pinch hitter up.
Johnson comes up as another pinch hitter as the coaching staff for the Knights just trying to get guys at bats here late in the contest as Pitch misses inside, ball one. Just say to who was who?
Johnson.
Johnson, who's at the plate. Thank you very much. And the 1-0. Misses down and away as Herrera just trying to finish with a flourish here and can throw hard and just threw a little bit too far outside. The count goes to 2-0. The 2-1 pitch comes back down and in down the middle of the plate. And Johnson hits it foul down to the right field corner, and it's now 2-1.
Well, the Bruins tournament started with a comeback. They were down 7-2 in their first game at 7:30 on Tuesday.
Yep.
Won that game 10-7.
Yep. A big finish for them as the pitch is high, ball three. It's 3 balls and a strike.
Now, from that to all the way to the championship game. And
just
not away from a ring.
A couple of strikes away as that pitch is rolled foul. Now the count goes full, 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. As Herrera tries to close it out. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and indeed he does close it out. And congratulations to the Twin Falls Bruins. They pick up the victory in the Gold Division, winning the championship game by the final score of 10-3. Congratulations to the Bruins as they enjoy the victors go the spoils as they pick it up. And you know what? And they play it very well as they end up winning, 5 of the 6 games that they played, including a nice win here in the championship game. So they win it 10-3. We'll come back and have a quick wrap-up for you. We'll do that as we continue with 10-3 the final as the Bruins knock off Hillcrest here on the My Local Radio Sports Network and on MyLocalRadio.com.
The best trips away from home always come when you know you're among friends. This is Colter Patterson, General Manager at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. I invite you to stay with us every time you're here. We've got the absolute best staff. Lots of our team members have been working together for years, and we feel like we're a happy family. I guarantee you'll feel that when you come stay with us. We're always glad that you choose the Come On In, and we'll do everything to make your stay comfortable and relaxing. The Come On In Hotel and Suites is the best place to stay because we have the best staff in Casper. Come on in today.
The strategic plan for Una County School District Number 4 states, through collaboration with the entire learning community, our mission is to instill problem-solving skills in our students that will translate to a rapidly changing global environment. We work to accomplish this by constantly improving student achievement, improving student academic and behavioral skills with a district that operates efficiently and effectively. Uinta County School District Number 4, excellence in teaching, opportunity through learning.
Fast, fresh, delicious. 3 words that describe your experience every time you enjoy a delicious meal with Jimmy John's. Utilizing the freshest ingredients, home-baked bread, and professional sandwich building skills, the team at Jimmy John's always delivers a mouth-watering sandwich to satisfy any hunger. Jimmy John's. Freaky fast, freaky fresh. Visit any of our locations today in Evanston, Rock Springs, Sheridan, and Gillette.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
Western Wyoming Beverages has been proudly owned and operated in Wyoming for over 50 years, providing reliable service, friendly staff, and the nation's top beverage products, including Pepsi. We always strive to be the premier business partner for our customers. Western Wyoming Beverages services Rock Springs, Green River, Jackson, Evanston, Kemmer, Pinedale, Wamsutter, Big Piney, Mountain View, and Lyman. Go Red Devils!
Ready is committed to providing superior services to our customers by requiring individual accountability for excellence in quality, safety, and dependability. We are a growing company that is currently hiring across Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, and elsewhere. Our valued team members receive competitive wages, full benefits, and weekly pay. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
Out here, we've always worked remote. Out here, stress usually refers to the pull on a rope. Where a stroll in the city is also a stroll in the great outdoors. Where work is a way of life, and life is good. Out here, the backyards are big, and the deals, they're even bigger. This is southwestern Wyoming, and it's where you can get the biggest deals on a vehicle you want with plenty of hometown hospitality. Heritage Auto, your hometown dealer with the biggest deals.
All right, welcome back. As the final score in the game, 10-3, the Bruins win it over the Hillcrest Knights to win the Gold Division Championship.
Yeah, they were gifted rings out here, and well, I'm sorry, one last one.
And it's,
Taylor gets the ring. Man, that's some nice bling. All right, let's go to the recap.
Right, we can just mute his microphone the rest of the game, please. We
All right, see you later.
it. All right, let's talk about this game as the Twin Falls wins it as they get a big inning in the middle of the game when they score 6 runs to bust the game open. As the final totals for Twin Falls, 10 runs on 12 hits, and they leave and they commit, 3 errors. For Hillcrest, 2 runs on 5 hits. They commit 2 errors in the game. The winning pitcher was the starter Herrera for the Bruins, as he went the complete game and did very well, allowing just 5 hits. The loss goes to McCaslin in a game that took 2 hours and 7 minutes. And that's your Freaky Fast recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's, with locations around the area of southwestern Wyoming, including one in Evanston. Your Dr. McKay Frankum play of the game, to me, has to come during that bottom of the 4th inning when they scored 6 runs and broke the game open, and that would have to be the bases clearing single by Ethan Smith.
Yeah, it was a really big spot for a guy who's a little bit lower in the order. I think he's the 7 slot, so the fact that he was kind of put in that situation, and he came through it big time, and that's exactly why the Bruins are champions this year, because they don't have a hole in their lineup. Everybody was hitting, everybody was a danger, and they proved it in the championship game. 10 runs. I agree.
And of course, the player of the game brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankum. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverage and Pepsi. Remember, everything is better with Pepsi. Our player of the game has to be starter and winning pitcher for the
Bruins.
For the Bruins. My brain is completely frozen.
It's just game number 36. I totally get it.
Dylan Herrera.
We all get it.
Dylan Herrera is the player of the game as he goes the distance, complete game, 7 innings, gives up 5 hits, just the 3 runs, walks 1, and strikes out 7 to pick up the win. And really through the middle innings, just had that 1 inning where they scored a couple of runs. Other than that, he was dominant.
He was great throughout the entire game, and like you said, it was just that 1 inning. That was the only thing what they really had anything on him. I mean, besides that, I don't think they sent more than 6 people to the plate, or 4 or 5 people to the plate in an inning.
No, he was good all night and kept them off their toes, and also kept them off the bases as well. So the Twin Falls Bruins win it by the final score of 10-3. They win the Gold Division Championship, and congratulations as well to the Malad Dragons as they win the Silver Championship a little bit earlier on today. Hope you enjoyed our coverage of the Pocatello Woodbat. We'll have more tournament coverage coming up for you again over the next couple of weeks, as we'll be at the Elko Woodbat tournament coming up, as Aaron Poling and I will have that action for you coming up in just a couple of weekends from over in Elko, Nevada. For Jace Andrews, I'm Dan Hubbard. Thanks for joining us. For all of our staff who had the action for you this weekend, we appreciate you watching, and we hope you enjoyed our coverage, all 36 games from here in Pocatello. Until next time, we wish you all a very pleasant good night.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on MyLocalRadio.com.